Spoil yourselves for a roller coaster ride of a story that is about to change the breathing pattern. Kim Kardashian is facing a horrifying situation with a stalker.
And he grabbed me and pulled me towards him, but I wasn't wearing anything underneath. So I was like, okay, this is like the time I'm gonna get raped.
And believe us, she is not the kind of person who would be bullied without fighting back. She's having none of it and is now involved in a heavy legal battle with the crazy worshiper.
But then he tied me up with handcuffs and then zip ties and then duct tape. And then duct tape my mouth and my eyes.
We really have the whole scoop for you. Remember to come back for it, and on this issue, allow us to take you through it step by step.
It's like, just deal, like it's gonna happen, you know, like just prepare yourself. So I did, and then I don't know why I'm crying. I've talked about this before.
But before we spill the beans on that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads.
And I'm like, what is happening? Are we gonna die? Just tell them I have children. Like, I have babies, I have a husband, I have a family. Like, I have to get home. Tell them take anything. I'll never say, like, I saw them, like, take everything.
So basically, to give you an idea of the situation, Kim Kardashian is currently dealing with a man called Melvin Jeffery Conley, who is a pain in the bum. This guy's actions are so much against the order that Kim has to involve the courts for this. While simping on celebrities is one thing, his behavior is just off-putting, so much so that it is getting to be physically dangerous for Kim.
And then 10 minutes later, I was like dozing, and then I heard pounding up the stairs. And I thought it was you and Stephanie drunk. I'm calling to them like, hello, 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 and there's no answer.
Also, more critically, the fact that Conley has a past that is not the best just makes his case so much more worse. We are talking about his whole deal with Emma Roberts, but we'll talk about that later. Once Conley began showing up at Kim's Malibu pad uninvited, things took a nosedive.
And then at that moment, when there wasn't an answer, my heart started to get really tense. Like, you know, your stomach just kind of like knots up and you're like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? I knew something wasn't quite right.
Kim's place is known to be secluded, and therefore, finding it isn't a walk in the park. One sinister fact behind this case is that Conley was able to track her home down and constantly tried to barge in. It's not just some casual obsession. Conley's conduct is that of an intrusive person making concerted efforts toward Kim, so she is taking these extraordinary steps to safeguard herself and the family members.
It was meant to happen to me. Like, the things, I really feel like things happen in your life to teach you things. Yep. And this was like, I'm just...
Things became scarier for Kim and her family as they started to realize just who they were dealing with here. It turns out that Conley has some dubious past with actress Emma Roberts, who has been collaborating with Kim on works like American Horror Story, Delicate, and the upcoming Netflix series Calabasas. Emma extended her hand to Kim to caution her about the harmful behavior of Conley. Emma's very own creepy encounters with Conley just further freaked Kim out about her safety. The link between Kim and Emma makes Conley's actions even more serious in the context of why Kim had to respond so quickly. Had she not involved authorities when she did, God knows what could have happened.
I can't go backwards. Like, life is always gonna be different. Now I just have to be like super aware of everything that I do and who I share it with.
By the way, that gets creepier. The truth of the matter is that Conley did not just drop by Kim's. He even went to Kris Jenner's house and acted very weirdly there. He told everyone that he was Kim's manager and made many really strange and awkward comments, even going so far as to lie to a restaurant that he was a player for the Toronto Raptors. These cases of weird behavior were really big warning signals issued by Conley that depict how far he is capable of going to break into Kim's existence. But it only gets worse from here. It wouldn't be out of pocket to call his behavior insane at this point. His final act of scaling the security fence at Kim's Malibu home was the ultimate dangerous determination that made it quite clear that the invasion of her privacy was going to happen. And that is when Kim decided to involve the authorities and get a restraining order against this insane stalker. Kim Kardashian has had trouble with stalkers before, so this is not the first time she has had to endure such scary threats. In November 2022, another stalker was bothering Kim by standing outside her house, thus invading her privacy, and frequently insisting on seeing her business-related stuff. This man not only refused but also threatened to use a gun to shoot Kim if she did not let him in. The chilling ghost stories detailed by Kim reveal the severity of such harassment among the victims. This is the truth about being a big celebrity, one that we don't get to see very often. It can become a matter of life and death very fast, not only for the celebrity but also for their family. But hold on a second before we continue on with the video and tell you more about what Kim did next. Do us a little favor and share this video with a friend who loves Kim Kardashian or just someone who might enjoy our content. The legal steps that Kim is currently taking, which include getting a restraining order and bringing in more security, are the response to the danger she is in. Not only does it shed some light on the severity of the Conley case, but at the same time, it gives a greater perspective on the susceptibility of celebrity safety. Kim's necessity to shut the door to her sensitive life by way of implementing the strictest security precautions is an atypical result of fame that her case represents. In this practical sense, it enables Kim to stay in complete safety. The law's intervention is essential here, as it supports the situation and protects those people. Conley's harassment was the most evident side of the case, but to go further, the harm and risks of a public person, Kim in this case, were also manifested further. The only thing that Kim wants at the moment is for her and her family to be safe and to avoid any such stalker situations from happening in the future. The restraining order and other protection mechanisms are the first measure, and as such, they express the threat of vigilantism and the necessity of support exhibitions. Moreover, the relationship between Kim Kardashian and Emma Robert is something to note in this case. The stars have both been stalked and followed by the same person. Considering that the two celebs have worked together on several projects, there could be something more to this case than meets the eye, don't you think? They have both endured Conley's harassment as they share similar experiences as to how to deal with and avoid such threats. Also, during the whole journey of Kim, celebrity protection appears to be extremely important. This is reflected here. They observed that these constant exposures and criticisms which come along with the status of being a public figure are likely to gather many unhealthy followers. Celebrities are wise to take every possible step toward their security. Kim's lawsuit, as well as security measures that are put into place, should serve as the decisive factors to the question, is it so that she can protect herself and her family or not? Alternatively, do you suppose that Kim Kardashian's whole Melvin Conley thing gets off the ground? Do you think that a restraining order and other measures taken to be safe from this obsessive stalker who never gives up are going to be enough? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Your support means everything. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video right here at